guys, my name's Tessa, and today we're going to be doing massage for just general stress relief. And this is part of my series on Amazon, my full body series, so I hope you get a chance to check out the rest of my videos. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to start with Scalp for Miss Corrina here. There's a lot of nerve endings in the head, and it's just a really good idea to stimulate the scalp and just provide some relief to that area, those nerve endings in there. When you're doing scalp face down, you want to be careful that you're not pressing down too much. You want to do just little circles with your hands, and you can actually press your thumbs as a sort of leverage along the scalp. And you're just going to do little circles. And you can press firmly without pressing down too much. And you want to make sure that your client, if they have long hair, that their hair is down. It's really hard to do this when someone's hair is tied up. Doing little circles, stimulating those nerve endings. You can go all the way to the top of the scalp, close to where the forehead is. Just doing little circles, and be sure that you're not tensing your upper back too much as you do this. Really spending a fair amount of time here, just getting into those little muscles in there. And again, just doing little circles with my fingers. Sometimes your fingers will get a little tied up in the hair, so you need to just release your hands for a second. Go back. You definitely want to spend some time where the temples are, just above the ear, getting close to the temples. And it can even feel nice to work on the ears a little bit. I'll spend a little more time here before I get into the ears. And if your forearms start to feel tired, you can just take a minute and shake out your hands a little. And it's important to just stay engaged in what you're doing. And I found that people either love getting their ears worked on or they just don't like it. Most people like it. And you can just start with the earlobe, pull a little bit. You're basically just pulling a little bit. This can feel really good. You don't want to pull too hard, just hard enough. And part of the reason that I started with Scalp is so that I didn't get oil in Corrina's hair. I'll go ahead and get my oil now. And I'm not going to do as firm of pressure because this is for stress relief more. I'm just going to start to get some oil on Corrina's upper back. And just pressing firm enough to engage that tissue, the more superficial tissue. And just gonna run my hands down Corrina's erector muscles, stimulating the whole back. And getting into that SI joint a little bit. Working my way back up. And paying extra attention to just pressing as I work my way down, not pressing too hard. Getting into that levator scapula a little bit. And you can move your fingers along the scalene muscles in there and the upper trap. And just gonna work this tissue a little bit more. Getting into that levator scapula and the upper trap, the neck. Just kneading and to that shoulder blade, even moving into that erector muscle. Doing little circles. And getting into the lats a little bit. And the rotator cuff in here. Really paying extra attention to the upper trap in here. And normally I would do this on the other side. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to show you on this side what I would normally do. Now Corrina has some tension in her levator scapula, and I'm just gonna work my thumbs, really getting that muscle to stretch, breaking up some of that scar tissue in there without getting too deep. And if you feel a lot of tension, just spend a little extra time there. Gonna stimulate those rhomboids a little bit. And you can use your hand to get into that muscle too, not just your thumb. You'll feel that muscle start to release. And there's a lot of tension that can collect along these muscles right here. You can use your thumb. And you want to stand far enough away from your client or your friend to not hurt your thumbs as you bring them up. So just same amount of pressure on each side as you bring your thumbs up. And you'll notice that one side might be a little more stiff than the other. You're just going to bring your thumbs all the way up that muscle. can do this a few times. Really pressing firm enough to engage the muscle. And if you feel a lot of tension, you can just use your thumb to get a little more of a release. And you can use your other hand to remind that shoulder to move down and also work on the opposing muscles. And if you feel tension in one area, you can just hold it and then continue working your way up. And when you're doing trigger point, you can hold for about 10 seconds is long enough. And just my way up. One more time. So, lingering a little bit in the area that has the most tension. This usually feels really good, just moving the fingers up the neck. And when I find a lot of tension in one area, I like to just give that area a break. So just working my hands down the erectors. And this usually feels really good. You can move a little bit slower when you get into the SI joint in there. Tends to be a fair amount of tension. And you can work your way all the way down. And just slowly coming back up and really concentrating your focus on this area. Especially the top of the shoulders. A great way to relieve tension as well is in the arms and hands. I'm going to go ahead and work my way into and just this broader movement of really touching the whole arm and hand can feel really good. And it's also a practical way to get oil where it needs to be. And I'll do this several times, just making sure that there's oil. And you're gonna start to just press. And remember to relax your shoulders as you're working. Just pressing. So now that we've worked on this upper back and neck a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and work my way into the arms. So first of all, I'm going to get my oil. And you just want to work your hands up and down the arm into the hands. This usually feels really good and you're just making it easier on yourself, getting that oil on the arm. And you can do this a few times. And going from the arms into the neck is relaxing in itself. You can start to just press and just press firmly without putting too much pressure. It's going to get more sensitive closer to the elbow. Just press a little lighter. And I'm going to go ahead and sit down over here. I'm going to use my thumbs and I'm just going to work my way down this bicep deltoid. Start by using just one hand and just bringing my thumb down the arm, and eventually you can use both thumbs and you can actually stretch out the muscle by pulling the thumbs away from each other. You're going to start by bringing your thumbs together and then pulling them apart. And especially in areas where you feel tension, I'm going to move a little bit slower. And it's a lot easier to access the muscles if the elbow is bent. Stay here for a little bit, pulling the thumbs away from each other. And working my way down the arm. More oil on your hand, and you're just gonna make sure that that forearm has plenty of oil on it. Gonna start to work this forearm and the extensor a little bit. You're gonna support the hand and just bring your thumb down that muscle in there. Moving all the way down into the wrist, and you're going to support the hand the whole time. And with your hand, you can actually, with the top of your forefinger, you can press that forearm and massage that muscle a little bit on the other side of the arm. I'm not going to work this muscle too much. I'm going to focus more on the hand. The hands are a very sensitive part of the body, and they're a great place to work if your client's feeling stressed. And you can even grab hold of the inside of the elbow like this, and you can just stretch out the arm and the wrist a little bit by pulling. Finally, working my way into the palm and the hand. This is my favorite way to do hand massage because it's easy on me and it usually feels really good. So you're not going to use your elbow, you're going to use just above that, and you want to place that area right on the heel of your client's hand, and you're just going to work your way down all the way onto the fingers, and just keeping a firm, continuous pressure as you work your way down. You can do that a few times. Just working your way down, pressing firmly. You can begin to just press one side of that palm more, and you can work your way along the outer edge of that hand. Just working that palm area more. The center of the palm is a very sensitive area, and just stimulating that area can feel really good. Be relaxing. And just working my way all the way over to the right. Working that other side of the palm. And bringing my arm onto those fingers. Really putting plenty of pressure on there. And you can finish by, you're just gonna hold the forearm like this. You want to just grab holds, and you can pull, stretch out that wrist a little bit, and this feels great on the fingers. You're just going to hold with your right hand, and that is it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's massage. If you did, please subscribe down below, and if you have any questions, I would love to hear them and help you out. And I hope you have a great day.
With hundreds of videos that you can stream on virtually any device to help you reduce stress, lose weight, or just improve your health and well-being overall. At wellnessplus.tv, we are dedicated to helping you on your health and wellness journey. Join wellnessplus.tv to find hundreds of videos to help you improve the health of your body and your mind. Wellnessplus.tv. Get well, feel better.